there, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to see sort of what the next steps ahead are for you guys. Like tuning in to whatever your intention is for this particular reading. I'm getting the semblance that you feel stuck, but it's like you've been stuck within your emotions. Like, I think you guys have recently suffered just not so much suffered an attack. It's more that things changed within your life, and I think a few of you are still stuck in some resentment because things were just kind of out of your control, especially if it had anything to do with your semblance of stability, mental, emotional, fiscal stability. But whatever it is that the universe wants to talk to you about today, we need to look at this chaos. Because as long as you are stuck in any kind of resentment, knowing and unknowing, you won't be able to move forward and rise into your Empress energy. So if this sounds like your situation, you are more than welcome to stick around. If we haven't met yet, my name is High Priestess Berries, psychic, medium, and divine channeler, hoping to bring you a message. Now, always remember, my messages are candid, unscripted, but they're also timeless, so please tap into your instincts. Listen to your intuition. If there's anything that I talk about that doesn't make any sense, totally fine. Do not worry about it. This message may not be for you, but if it does resonate, please let me know by liking and sharing your experience in the comments below. So we're going to be having a look at what the fuck you think could be going on, sort of like what your ego brain might be telling you. And then we'll also have a look at what the fuck could actually be going on, and we'll get a bit of a comparison with the universe. Okay, so these two cards wanted to, magnetize to my thumb. So this kind of tells me the universe is like, don't cut berries. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it. There's something going on secretly. And I feel like this is more like the universe is conspiring within your favor with the moon and the Father of Cups. In the baseline over here, you don't know it yet. But whatever it is that you've had to let go of, it was causing a lot of imbalance in your life. And I feel like it was stale, sort of like a stale contract, Mother of Wands. It was actually inhibiting your ability to be creative, expressive. I actually feel as though you're walking away from a timeline that might have left you feeling pretty complacent about what's going on. But there's a real ask for you at this time to think about, like with the King of Kings, we got the king of all emotions. It does require you to be thoughtful about managing your time, energy, and money, especially when it comes to your emotional well-being. So what the fuck do you think could be going on? I actually feel like this could be a semblance of loss. It's like everything's lost, but there's great potential. Like there is something that that you need to dig through, whatever the situation is, in order to get everything that you want out of it. And the future, or not the future, that's a Freudian slip. Future usually sits over here. These two are really, really connected. The Four of Pentacles. It's one of these things where you want to be abundant, but it's going to be tempting to pour way too much energy into your psyche. I know this sounds weird, but there's something that the universe is trying to get you to hold back on so that you don't waste energy. There's something about a previous life. You still need to put it to bed. You still need to forgive it. You still need to pack it away. And stuff like this does take time. This can be, there's an ask in here, really take the long road on whatever it is that has just occurred within your life, whatever situation it is that you're trying to, like, I really feel like you're trying to glean as much as you can from this situation so you can feel safe and secure. But there's also a warning within here, like, try not to go spending frivolously while your emotions are imbalanced, because you're in this headspace where you might not be making thoughtful decisions. So now let's go past, present, future. What are the past influences? Got the Mother of Pentacles. Presently, Mother of Swords. Okay, that story checks. Ace of Swords. I'm gonna get a little bit of clarity on this Mother of Swords. Okay, we're gonna stick to the okay. There, oh dear. There, dear. Okay. Like, whatever the situation is, it's something that you did devote a lot of your time, energy, and resources, and just your sense of compassion and love. This Father of Cups and the Mother of Pentacles, I actually feel as though I'm hearing emotional labor. You put a lot of time and energy into whatever this is supposed to be, and it's not even that you felt like your loyalty should be rewarded. I really don't think it's anything that pernicious, and all of a sudden my sacral chakra was feeling a little bit uncomfortable. There's some kind of shame where I feel like you really needed this to continue to nurture you or sustain you of some kind. I feel like this is some kind of it feels like a bit like a contract, something you did invest a lot of your resources into, hoping to get something in return. And I think you did. Like, you do have something to work with, whether if it is a skill set, learning something about yourself. But I really feel as though you're going to have to work extra hard on taking care of yourself. You do have other responsibilities around you. And there is an ask right now to be really thoughtful about any like fragile souls. So if you have any children or pets or someone who's in elder care, somebody that um has a dependency on you, this message is just to say keep a watchful eye, but don't be difficult on yourself nor them. I feel like a lot of emotions are coming up to the surface, but don't resent that maybe you're alone and nobody is there to take care of you in return. Okay, so here we go, 5 of Cups. So this is something that you're grieving a loss. Other ones, 7 of Pentacles. This is this is the creative endeavor that we saw in the pre-shuffle. That's what's hanging out underneath the card of Temperance. I really feel like you were a huge fireball success. And it seems like over time, there's nothing. It's like you poured all your time, energy, and money into something that it's stalled. Like, I see this pentacle up here. And like, in computers, when they stall out, Macintosh, I call it like the perpetual beach ball of doom. It's just dunk, just kind of stuck there. I feel like you're a little bit frozen right now, which kind of explains a lot of this Mother of Swords. What do you want to say, Mummy? Like, given that we do have a lot of court cards showing up, like, there's a lot going on in your mind, and there's a real ask. Like, when your thoughts start to spin and they start to spin out of control, it's going to be very important that during this time to center yourself, take a step back, really start journaling, start documenting your experiences. There's something about recording the version of who you are right now will actually bring some clarity to you when you're ready to look back on your journal entries in the future. 5 of Cups came out, wasn't it? 7 of Swords. Oh, just grief that there was a sense of deception, especially if you felt like this, whatever this is from your past. This could be a job, this could be a lover, a friendship, something that just brought just frustration, grief, disappointment. I think a few of you are still stuck in a mindset that somebody went out of their way to intentionally fool you. You may not be wrong. I feel like there's a lot of things going on outside of your control that have it's like you were just minding your own business, you're doing the best that you can, and this is the reward that you get after all of your hard work. Mother of Cups, there's some longing for the past. Father of Wands. This feels snippy. This feels really, really snippy. You're toggling a lot between your masculine and your feminine, which that's why Temperance is here. Archangel Michael is trying to get you to slow down so that while it's important as you're trying to rebalance out, going between your masculine where you need to go to the future, figure out a plan, versus your feminine, which can be a negative polarity. And negative doesn't mean bad. It just means in reverse, looking at the past, being stuck in your emotions. Like, it's going to be very important to be very cold towards yourself so that you don't allow your emotions to go all over the place, but you also don't allow your anger, frustration, and other resentments come up to the surface. Like, these are very powerful cards, and it's sort of like if they were reversed like this is more like having a thoughtful conversation. Okay, well, what happened is what happened. I can move forward, still loving myself and still honoring what happened. However, you're kind of over here right now. Tell me a little bit more about the Ace of Swords. This is sort of the energy that you're walking into, but I feel like there's a little bit of a warning. This isn't definitive. The future isn't yet written. It's more that your guides are just trying to show you an aspect of yourself that's karmic, that's stuck in a feedback loop, because this, whatever this is that had to do with your long-term abundance, sustainability, and sort of what you really wanted, it's not as though you're not going to get it. However, the direction you were going wasn't the direction you were going, just wasn't in alignment. You know, like, well, this feels almost like a tower happened, but you didn't hear the shockwave. Like this, it just feels like sudden. Holy fuck! I love tarot. I love my job. Like, this just suddenly coming to an end. Ten of Swords, definitely coming to an end. There's a semblance of acceptance that I think that you're still dealing with the shell shock. Something's over. And I don't think you're necessarily 100% grieved over it. I think it's more like, well, what am I supposed to do next, Father? This is the most, wow, divinely guided message. What do we do? How do I move forward? What am I gonna, like, how am I supposed to figure this out? Okay. This is why Mother of Swords is right here, because you are really prone to spinning yourself out of control. If you need some place to focus, you need to focus on loving yourself, really working on opening that heart chakra. Like, there is something that you have been manifesting that is in alignment with your true soul purpose. And I really feel like the universe wants you to start focusing on opening up that heart chakra. Like, there's this almost feels like clear, like the universe came in with its defibrillator and it had to shock you out of a situation because this was comfy. Like, it wasn't the best, but it was comfy. Like, you know, you sit on the couch for far too long, and there comes a point where your muscles kind of atrophy, and it's like, I know I could get up. Oh, it's not until like you really have to go to the bathroom that you might actually get yourself out of bed. And the universe is just like, okay, urgency. We need to cut this off. But I really feel like this was divinely timed. Like, we have divine timing right here. We have the tower of how it's manifesting in your reality. And there's an ask right now to really take some time to understand why things happened the way that they happened, in a way that benefits you, not in a way that's going to drag you down and make you feel less than about what's going on. Pentacles. Wow. Son of Wands. Okay. So we got it's okay to look at the past. You shouldn't relive the past. Like, the Queen of Wands can be a master manifester in her own right, but it's sort of like, you know, stuck, curled up, holding on to something. It's like the Queen of Wands, she's protecting her egg, she's protecting her investment, but I feel like there's one egg in here that needs to go. It's one of these things, it's something that, you know, it's funny. You know that it is not real, or maybe it's not even yours. There is some kind of, it's a little bit of this lack energy that's making you hold on to things that remind you too much about a past version of you. Like, this could be old photographs, holding on to a title, holding on to a career, a family dynamic, a religion. Like, it's going to be different for all of you guys. There's something that you've been holding on to. It's kind of, it's really time to release it. And this is a little bit of a, you know, time release capsule that I'm picking up, because this is about you knowing what it is that you need to let go of. And I think the main message before I have a look at the base over here is, let go of the idea that you wasted your time. This was very well invested. A 10 of Pentacles is a good investment. What do we have? Hanged Man. That's what showed up in your pre-shuffle. 10 of Cups. Like, There is no time in the energy for you to seek out your happiness. There is no time in the energy for you to seek out self-love and true purpose. Even though you're hanging around and stuck right now, there's a reason for it. It's because the universe is trying to slow you down. It's trying to show you something. There we go. Wheel of Fortune. Like, these cards go together like cookies and cream, like ice cream and pie, like balsamic vinegar and mushrooms. I'm trying to figure out something that's not sweet for all you diabetics out there. What else do we have? This is part of your victory. Like, let go that time is lost. Let go that things didn't work out the way that you thought they should have. It's sort of like, well, I was going to do this, but I was going to give it 2 years. And the universe is like, well, do you want it now or do you want it later? And, selfish human brain can get a little bit obsessed with, I want it now. Like, that's where this Son of Wands, the Knight of Wands is popping on through. Like, this is a little bit of a hint, you're trying to step into your own masculine authority, trying to make decisions like, okay, well, I get to be the boss of my life. What does a boss do? But there's kind of an ask for you to be a little bit naive. Don't act like you know everything. And don't act like you don't know anything. This isn't a page. Like, a page doesn't know anything. A page is like this little fawn over here. They're like, I'm going to do this. And when I grow up, I want to be like that. And there's nothing wrong with it. But someone with that energy, they don't really have any semblance of direction or support. At least with this Knight of Wands, you got some support. There's something that you've already started that has been divinely guided. But it does require you, with the Judgment at the base here, to let go of as though you were left out in the cold. The universe has your back. How can I emphasize this to you? The universe has your back. This is forgiveness. This is forgiving circumstances out of your control. This is you no longer harboring any kind of resentment about what happened to you. It's not what happened to you, it's what is happening for you. Optimism. Wow. Clarity. Oh my God, this reading is so fucking cool. Like, the universe is like, it's okay. You're okay. Don't worry about it. I know you're panicked. You're going to continue to be panicking about it, but this reading is here just to anchor you in and say, you're going to be okay. You are already on the path, onto the path of your contentment. And that's why you have Temperance, and that's why we have the Mother of Wands. This is to balance you out. Like, what's the potential final outcome? And honestly, what's the potential next step? Because a lot of you are manifesting all kinds of different things within this energy. But what do you have? Ace of Wands. Son of Wands, the Knight, knows how to use the wand. And you're getting so much clarity. Like, on one hand, you're being asked, like, this is kind of like the Knight of Wands right here with the snake that is wrapped around this mental clarity, because like we still have some remnants of this tower that showed up earlier that's kind of bzz, 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 bzz. It's gentle, but you're being asked to honor these epiphanies. Like, you're getting these realizations. Again, write that shit down. There's something about you looking at this in hindsight. It's like, oh God, okay, past me was pretty freaked out about it. Use your creative energy to help deconstruct your thoughts, not to bring yourself down, not to spin yourself out of control. Use Temperance. Like, be very cautious about where you want to spend your time, energy, and money, whether that is on people, objects, or where it is you'd like to go next on your journey. But you will be able to transmute this clarity into the actual thing that you were destined for. I really feel like you are working on manifesting like a creative project, a new endeavor, a new love, for all we know. We got Sad Horse is sad. Hierophant, becoming a teacher. And in a lot of ways, you're learning how to teach yourself to make different choices. The universe is trying to get you to see that you can make choice. A previous version of you said, well, I'm already doing okay right here. It's not the best, but I'll make do. But this is bigger. Like, you're being asked to consider that you asked for better, and the universe said, cool, sent you a tower in order to bring you the key. Like, this raven here is showing up in divine timing to let you know that there is a different way that you can approach this situation. Temperance came back. God damn, I'm so excited for you guys. don't overthink it. This is mostly advice from the universe. Like there's guidance and then there's advice. Focus on balancing yourself out rather than focusing on what you do not have. Focus on where it is that you are hyperactive so you can cool off. Focus on where you can warm up so that you don't get stuck. When we're in a traumatic situation, it is very easy for us to toggle between freeze and then fawn, which basically means you're frozen, you don't know what to do, so you kind of stand there and allow things to happen because your brain's shut down, versus fawning where you put on a mask and you try to make yourself pleasing to anything that would take you in. Whatever this old situation is, if you were the fawn in this particular example, you lowered your vibration so you could feel safe, and for a time you had to do that. It was part of your healing. Snakes are a very healing energy, but a lot of you have gone through this mass activation, and for now, you're just being asked to honor what it is that you went through. So let's get one final message from the Wizard of Azanon. What is it that my delightful viewer, what energy, what emotion, what kind of thought process can they embody in this moment so that they can have a thoughtful look on what it is that has been left behind and develop a sense of acceptance on what is ahead? Ooh, the seal of indivisible visions, psychic vision, hidden meetings, dream reading. This is all part of your psychic activation. A lot of you have asked, like, how do I tune into my gifts? How do I access my ability to use like all the all of the power that is available to me? Like, use this opportunity to understand the hidden meanings of energy. Being in the middle of it, you had a bunch of blind spots, but being removed from it is giving you a chance to give this a real higher perspective. Just trust the downloads that you are going to be receiving at this time, the epiphanies, the further towers, that you can honor what's happening. The universe is plowing the way so that you can feel lighter, so that you can be freer. Journal everything. I will continue to encourage that. Write down the hidden meanings. Even if you don't completely understand what it is that you're seeing, note your dreams. Create a dream journal if that's what you felt led to do. And look at that's what it is. Look at the journal in hindsight when the time is right. You'll be able to see a version of yourself outside of yourself. And that's where you're going to start stepping into your ability to look at the universe from a multidimensional perspective. I'm just saying, wow. Well, whoever it is that you are, damn, I sincerely hope that this helped. If you need any additional guidance on whatever is going on in your life, you are more than welcome to book a reading with me. Check out the description below. I have pre-recorded tarot readings along with one-on-one healing sessions. You're also more than welcome to join me on Patreon because we have some really profound activation series that will be able to really help you to tune into this energy. Otherwise, when I see you at the next one, I'm wishing you peace, love, and all the berries.